like a filter in a cigarette. Like, you ever have a pack of Newports? You know those cigarettes? Like, yeah. Newport cigarette, okay? All this is cigarette. That black thing right there, going up here there, that's the filter you put in your mouth. So you don't get all the nasty tobacco and stuff all up in your mouth. Some people ain't about that life. This filter right there, break that right off. You got Aries.
MAK3A wish, man. It's MAK3A wish, ma'am. MAK3A wish, damn.
Yo. Before we get into this one, I need you guys to do me a favor. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification. To stay current with all of our fresh content, all that good stuff. Because if we're going to keep diving deeper in this information, it's going to get much, much more interesting. Trust and believe. I will not lie to you. Or haven't lied to you yet. Exactly. Let's get to the show. Let's go. Welcome back to another episode of the House of Aquarius podcast. It is your favorite Aquarius Make-A-Wish here. About to give you another one. Today, we are beginning our journey. Deep dive analysis of the sun signs. Like I said before, I'm going to say it again. We're talking strictly sun sign right now, so it's going to sound very generalized. It may hit you to some degree, it may not hit you to some degree, depending on how far along you are in your current journey of growth. Not saying astrological journey, but actually as a person. Okay? So, like I said, very generalized, stereotypical stuff here that's going to hit a majority of you if you're Aries. So let's begin. And before I get into that, this episode brought to you today by my new upcoming shirt. Word search astrological gear. I love it. Yo, I will tell you right now, I got so much attention from this shirt. So much attention. It's a party. It's a game. It's a party in the game. I'm not gonna give you the full example, but people love this shirt, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it right there at that. Just leave it at that. You can get this shirt at houseofaquariuspodcast.com. Check the comments below for the link. Right there. If not on the YouTube channel, www.houseofaquariuspodcast.com for all of your new favorite astrological gear. More things coming in the works. Fresh designs, new products, all that jazz. Moving forward. Sun sign, Aries. First sign in the astrological zodiacal calendar. These terms here I'm going to give you, I'm going to go into further detail in small snippets because these aren't very, very detailed. Like, there are groups, segments, groupings, all the jazz. These terms here, duality, triplicity, quadruplicity. These are the ones I'm about to mention right now. Your duality, masculine, feminine. Aries is masculine. For further details, check out my TikTok under Make-A-Wish, MAK3A Wish, or MAK3A Wish 1. Either way, I forget. Your sign, your fire element is fire. What's the third one? Oh yeah, your cardinal sign. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Again, I will explain those three on my TikTok. Because they're short snippets of quick information, you know what I'm saying? But Aries is the ruler of the first house. The house of self. And the funny thing about Aries is that if they wasn't the ruler of the first house or were the first in the zodiacal calendar, they would probably make some effort to get there. Aries is the sign of action. Action, baby. If you want something done right now, give it to Aries. They will make plans, or maybe not make plans, and get right to it. Let's make some things happen. Aries attacks life with a high energy and high enthusiasm. So when they have their goal set or a plan set to make a goal happen, they like to put all of their energy towards making it happen, which is one reason why they are highly optimistic. Very happy signs in the core. Unless something changes that, or someone changes that. Another time, another story. But with the high optimism, that's the only way, also the only reason you cannot attack any project, any goal, any path that you're going in life without being highly optimistic. Because things fail. Things change all the time. And their enthusiasm that they put into it and the passion that drives them to keep pushing forward for the goals is unbelievable. I love it. Really honestly do. But that's another thing too in regards to Aries is they're also known for, this is a two-parter for here, being not known for finishing what they start. Because they have that energy, the high enthusiasm thrown at that item. If it's not getting the results their desire, they grow bored quickly with things. And that's another thing, which when I get into the relationship part, is that you'll see too. Aries are really quick to cut you off, or cut things off, just like that. Because things aren't going the way they want, or things turn to a way that they don't want to deal with anymore. Or that person just changed the way they view them. Gone. Like, they don't ghost, but your level of importance to them plummets. Like the stock market. Pew! Right downward slope. No angle needed. One thing that I really do love about Aries, but everyone gives them a lot of flack, but they're one of the signs that actually have a lot of negative thoughts about them. The reason being, like, they're very similar to Sagittarius in this regards. They're very direct, very blunt per se. The best way I can say this is they don't have a filter. Like, I ain't talking about a filter in the heating core or the AC unit house. I'm talking about like a filter in a cigarette. Like, you ever have a pack of Newports? You know those cigarettes? Like, yeah. Newport cigarette, okay? All this is cigarette. That black thing right there, going up here there, that's the filter you put in your mouth. So you don't get all the nasty tobacco and stuff all up in your mouth. Some people ain't about that life. This filter right there, break that right off. You got Aries. What they think about you or a situation or whatever at the time, they have a nasty habit of just verbalizing things. So if you're not ready for what they gotta say, you might get your feelings hurt. And one of the best things about that too, like I said, that they have a bad what's that word? They get a bad reputation for this, is that they don't necessarily mean it with malice. They don't mean anything ill wrong when they say things. I mean, joke or not, or however, is to say, oh man, I can't believe she walked around in those shoes. I can't believe she walked around with her hair done like that. I can't believe their baby's out 2 o'clock in the morning at the barbershop. Those kind of things. Like, some things people think in their head, Aries is like, I'm thinking and speaking at the same exact time. One thing that is also very true about Aries is that they wear the heart on their sleeves. they are typically not very good liars because they are. The word that keeps coming to mind is lacking of tact, or untactful, lacking tactfulness. Like, it's hard for them to be roundabout. They're very direct typically. So, how they feel is what they say. How they think is what they say. Like, I get it just later on, but I tend to find Aries, like, they literally tell you what they think with their face. So, playing poker is something I wouldn't advise because you can't lie. Oh, you got pocket quads. Pocket quads. Fold. And they're betting, reaching for the chips, get out the way. Oh, man. Yeah, one thing, too, about them, they have a nasty habit of seeming very selfish. That's one of the negatives they get a lot. Because they tend to think of themselves first. I'm going to watch how I phrase this. See, I'm going to try to find the right words. They think of themselves first, often, and act for themselves first before they consider other people's emotions and thoughts and feelings when they say and do things. Again, that's not with malice. It's just a nasty side effect. A nasty side effect of being the first sign in the zodiac. Because one of the things, did I say this already? I'm not even sure. They're called. They're also known as being the child of the zodiac. Simply because when they don't get their way, they tend to throw the tantrums, which may be emotional outbursts, flip things around, a bad attitude at the time. But it's mostly like you can mostly see it either in the face of the action or whatever. Aries is the leader. They're very prone to try to take the lead, be in the forefront of the party. That's where they do some of the best work. Because you can't really be the active pushing person in the back unless you're pushing the whole team up front. And it's better to lead that way than to push 15 people towards the same common goal, you know? But that's one thing. Oh, speaking of common goals, Aries tend to be very supportive. Very supportive. If you have a thought you're thinking about how you want to change your life, or you're thinking about going back to college or taking up a new class for yourself or something like that, Aries will say, hey, let's go. Go do it. Not unless it's a very stupid idea. But even then, hey, if you're willing to commit to it, they might give you that push. They might give you that accountability lever. Let's go. I will be your partner. Let's get this done. They will show you the way. If not, they might sign up for you. They might sign up first and sign you up too and join with you. Something like that. Very supportive people. Also very generous. They don't get the credit for that. Like, even though I just mentioned about thinking of themselves first, when they're not thinking of themselves, they are very, very generous and kind. Especially when the people that they like and love in their life. Very passionate people. Very compassionate. Both passion and compassion. And we have them on your side, on your team. There's not much they won't do for you. They're always there to help you out when they have time. Or they might jump out of your way and go to help you out before you ask them for that. That's another thing I noticed about them as well too. Aries also has the moniker of being the sportsy, competitive sign. Competition, I do agree is kind of with them a lot. But there's not always competition in regards to like sports or physical activities. They do like to challenge things. They like a good challenge. That much I do notice. May it be intellectual, may it be argumentative, maybe it could be just tic-tac-toe. Again, beating Street Fighter, you know? Who wants to play a game of hopscotch? Double Dutch real quick? One man double Dutch? Let's go. They about that life at times. It's one thing. Yeah, I'll get to that later, like I said. One of the best traits, one of the reasons why they actually have the moniker of being the action man, action woman of the zodiac is because they're very impulsive. And that's a good and bad thing. They may jump out to take action on something that needs done right away, which sometimes is very, very beneficial. Like time is of the essence sometimes, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes you can wait and make a better plan or properly make a proper adjustment to something before it gets done. And sometimes that Aries might already start doing it. When it's time to get things done, they are the doers. Give it to them, they will run the ball to the end zone. Even if the end zone isn't even painted yet, you know? Very impatient. They get bored easily. If you, actually, I'm not going to get into that right now. That one I'm going to wait for more for the relationship part. Because that is more vitally critical for that. Now, I said a bunch of good things about them. And I gave a few bad things. Bad here or there. I said pros that they're very creative. That's a very, very good thing about them. Open-hearted, very generous, like I said. Very enthusiastic, high energy, very talkative. I said impulsiveness, that could be a good or bad thing. Now, some of the cons with them, though, is that they can be very impatient. They can come off very aggressive. If you're not ready for that, that could be very intimidating. Yeah, very intimidating. And a lot of people will get put off by that. Especially if it's coming from a woman. Aries are the alphas of the zodiac. You gotta love that, you know? Like I said, they can be very blunt. And again, if people aren't ready for that blunt directness when someone speaks with them, that can literally hurt some feelings. Speaking of hurting feelings, which one thing I did miss is that they can be very defensive too. If you word things the incorrect way, they may take offense to something, and they are not as harsh or hurtful as a Scorpio can be with this lashing of the tongue. But if you hurt them, you will know you hurt them, and they will probably let you know back that you hurt them by maybe hurting you back too. But everything there, like I said, is very, very generalized characteristics of what to expect from Aries. From Aries, sorry. Or Arian. From my personal experiences with them, this is one thing I actually look forward to. I'm probably do this in every single one. Because up until my current job, it's funny, I really didn't have any Aries in my life that I could think of. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 people. 3 people up until my last job I started a few months ago. And now my current job, I got like 13 now. But one thing I can definitely say about these Aries is that I love them. Aries is a great sign. when you have a good Aries in your life, they will treat you well. As long as you don't, I mean, that's common, very commonplace thing. Don't offend or piss people off, and you have a great time with them. Simple as that. But either more so with the Aries, they are prone to having being great friends. I can't speak too much on the intimate side because I never been with an Aries that I'm aware of. However, if I was, there was nothing noteworthy to mention for my documentation for this right now. But great people though. Like I said, very highly passionate, highly enthusiastic, very generous with the time and money and their belongings. They literally give you shirt off the back. Go out of the way to give you stuff to help you out. Alright. It's funny. And now I'm thinking more about this, like I have some Aries in my chart, and could that be the reason why I've been so helpful to people, even though I don't want to help people? I know I gotta do some more deep diving in my chart to understand a little more about myself here. But Aries are, aside from like I'm not an Aries sun, Aquarius, as I said before, third Aquarius. But yeah, Aries are great people. There's only been one Aries in my life which I had somewhat of a problem with, internal problem. But the only reason why is because I didn't understand this information that I'm trying to bestow upon you guys. And with me having this insight, my whole dynamic with that person completely changed. And that person is now an even better friend. Because I didn't know what to expect from this person. Because I thought they kept being so brash, so direct, so unfiltered towards me. And I'm not sentimental, but I'm like, yo, fuck this dog. I'm a fighter. You want these hands, homie? But that's how it was. And nah, I'm telling you, the astrology shit helps relationships out. Good friend of mine. Have a great Aries, man. I don't think about it. I have a whole bunch of Aries. And then, oh yeah, that's another thing too. I didn't even mention that. I said, good thing I'm still in the section where we'll talk about my own personal life. Aries are very trustworthy. Like, I've noticed that too. With one, Aries immediately comes to my mind, but I noticed that over a couple others now I'm thinking about this. Is that they put, like I said, they put their heart on their sleeve. And they are there for you. And sometimes to the point to where people will take advantage of their niceness and their kindness, and then the Aries gets hurt at some point in time because of it. Or may necessarily hurt, but let down, disappointed because this person didn't end up being what the Aries thought they were going to be, or anything of that nature, So that's a common trend. All of my Aries, well, not all of them, but a majority of them, were definitely loud, talkative, great people, though. Man, I love me some Aries. Love me my Aries, yo. On that note, I'm gonna put this one to bed so I can go to bed before I go to work. Like I said, if you like the show, fantastic. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. You love this. There's more coming. Thank you for listening. If you stay tuned for that, what's coming up soon. The next big one we're going to just go right through the zodiacal calendar. And next up is Taurus. And boy, do I have some things to talk about Taurus. So interesting, It's funny. I think I'm probably going to say that about every sign. It's so interesting because Everyone's just so interesting. What's up, Capricorns? I'm joking. I'm joking. But yeah. Thanks for listening, guys. I hope you guys learned a thing or two about this. And make sure you if you got any comments or any question about what I said about this, put it down in the comments below. I look forward to giving you some more insights as I learn more about this to help my friends and my family out. Relationships will be great. Don't forget, happiness comes with knowing yourself. My friends, stay classy. Be you.